Hello, everyone, and welcome to the International Fab Talks. We are happy to connect with you every single day, and today we are being joined by a very special celebrity. He is Dr. Shiva, a mind surgeon, a psychological consultant, and as well as a person who wants to bring a transformation in the society with regard to your thoughts. The way you think makes you who you are. So, sir is here with us, joining us all the way from, guess which place? Coimbatore, that is located in Tamil Nadu, India. So we've called him on request, special request. He's here to share his time and expertise. Let's join together and learn a lot from our celebrity and guest. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Thank you, Ma'am Crystal, for inviting to this International Fab Talk. And possibly this is my privilege to talk to you, and this being carried out to all the universe. And the word universe is the one which I love to the heart, and that had given me the power to come out with this concept of mind surgery. Before that, I have to tell about myself. I come from a rural background of agrarian family. And you all know that a person from a village will always aspire to go for a profession. We have to become a doctor. So I went to Tanjavur from my native place, which is a village, Mudalipatti, near Tanjavur of Varthanadu Taluk. And then I had my school education at the Sierra Convent as well as St. Anthony's Higher Secondary School, Tanjavur. And I was the first batch of +2. There is a group, they started the +2 a long time back. And at that time, we didn't have any clue about the examination and all. During the examination, I had a dream of becoming a doctor. I had the marks, but I could not make it to the profession of medicine. So gradually, I was made up at agriculture college, and then I studied a master's in horticulture. I did my doctorate in forestry and a postdoctorate in wildlife management from Australian National University, Canberra, Australia. And during my post-graduation, I used to visit the university library. Knowingly or unknowingly, I landed up in a book called Abnormal Psychology. So it was very interesting to see, because I am from a different faculty, and I could see, because I am a social man, though I am from a different background of agriculture, horticulture, I am a social man. Possibly that made me to look after the psychology section in the university. I went directly to, it was a random pick. I took a book, and it was abnormal psychology. The first word I heard in psychology was abnormal psychology. I took that book and went and gone through all the things, and they're given the chapter wise what are the things which are dealt as abnormal, and they have given the signs and symptoms for what are the signs as well as symptoms for categorizing that as abnormal psychology. I went on ticking all the things, and at the end I thought I was abnormal. So that was the glitch I could understand. So I thought whether I am right or wrong. So I used to assess all the people, say whether they are normal or abnormal. So that made me to a conclusion that I have to study more of psychology when compared to the basic degrees with the agriculture, horticulture, forestry, and wildlife management. And interestingly, in our forest, I am a forester by profession. I teach forestry, which includes wildlife, the basic zoology, and all the things, even animal behaviors. So in wildlife, we will be teaching the students the wildlife behavior, the animal behavior. I could see the resemblances of the wildlife behavior with the human behavior. So that dragged me to qualify myself with the master's in psychology, as well as a master of philosophy, and as well postdoctorate in wildlife management, which is basically animal behavior, which had some linkage with the psychology as such. Now we have behavior science, though it is a psychology, we say that it's a behavior science. So that made me to just link. And during our course of education, we came to know that the Cleghorn, Dr. Cleghorn, he was a conservator of forest then in 1800s in Tamil Nadu. He was a medical doctor, You see, a medical doctor, he became a conservator of forest. And he had written a book on the forest gardens of South India. You see, I could see the linkage. I am towards the psychology. A person of medical parlance is coming to forestry. So that made me a clue that I can shift to psychology. So that was the thing which matched with the abnormal psychology. That is the inclination, which made me to travel through this psychological aspects. And that is my strength as well. I can tell that I used to practice the psychological principles in teaching as well as training. My university teaching will be just like a training. There is a difference between teaching and training. And I used to apply the biological principles in all the sciences to the students. I will make them to apply what is possible in their day-to-day life activities. So we can learn from the forest, we can learn from the bees, we can learn from the animals, we can learn from the nature. And I used to take students to the forest and stay in the forest during night hours. And I'll make them to just to realize the sounds coming from different sources. And that was the way the multiple consciousness. In the avatar, they'll be talking about the consciousness, multiple consciousness. Even before that, I used to tell my students, especially the midnight trek, will go in the forest and sit in one place and ask them to close the eyes and hear the multiple sounds. That is, I won't say it is a sound, it is a voice of nature coming from different sources. That is, one single person will get a concentration from different sources. One man can recognize the different sources of a sound, and that was my way of approaching the psychological basics in the practicals of wildlife management. So that was one which made me to just turn my head towards the psychology. And I had an opportunity to go through the HR training at Image Hyderabad when I was an assistant professor in the university. They gave me an input that was Myers-Briggs, MI brick, that is Myers-Briggs, MBIT, that is, they will identify a person's compartment on what area is interested. That is personality assessment. And as a professor, I went there. They assessed my personality through a questionnaire, which was by Myers-Briggs. That was the author given by them. It is a copyrighted material. I can't use it for any other purpose without their permission, they told. Then I grabbed all the things and I changed to my views, as well as it gives the same that implications when we give that questionnaire to the students. So right from then, I used to test the personality of students, tens and thousands of students. You can't imagine. So that was my pleasure of making them to realize what compartment they are. And even today, I have students working all over India as IAS officers, IFS officers, IPS officers, and the forest rangers in the whole of Tamil Nadu. Wherever I go, I can see my students. So there is a pleasure of making people to understand what type of person they are. So this makes, whenever you apply psychology, everybody is a psychologist. Even a child is a psychologist. Very basic line is anybody who is having a mind is a psychologist. Whether it's a right or wrong, it is only the perception of what he is doing and what we perceive about them. So that is the thing I went. So in all the cases, wherever I go for, I took classes for many degrees, especially agriculture graduate, horticulture, BTech horticulture, biotechnology, sericulture, engineering, EEE, and all the places wherever I go. I used to take classes for them, especially in the forest policy, forest management, wildlife management. So that made me to just grab, especially the attention of all the people coming from different backgrounds and studying in different disciplines. So that is the strength of my experience. So I can face, for information, I have got my training in Abacus as well as the Vedic Maths. I promoted Dr. Shiva's Vedic Maths 20 years back. And if you just to put in the Google, if you ask Dr. Shiva's Vedic Maths, my name will be coming over there. But I have given that to many people as a franchisee, but I could not follow it because I was in a government job. I could not go beyond certain limits, which was a handicap for me. Anyhow, I had the dubious distinction of making, just training even kindergarten students as well as in the postdoctorate fellows. So that was the strength I had. I can take classes or train people of any of the domain. So that is the strength which made me to understand. Just you see the people and you just deliberate whatever they want. That is the basics of the mind surgery which I propounded. And whenever we talk about this mind surgery, people were somewhat having a cue that whether this is a medical term or not. Basically, when we talk about the mind surgery, it is the basics of the Tamil medicine, the Siddha. In Siddha medicine, it is a basis from the Maharishi, we say, Agatya Mamuni. He had given in one verse, Manamadu Semmayanal Mandiram Sebikka Vendam. Manamadu Semmayanal Vaivai Uyartha Vendam. Manamadu Semmayanal Vasiyai Nirutha Vendam. Manamadu Semmayanal Anithume Semmayame. Which means that if your mind is clenched and nothing will stop from gaining from the breath, from the mantra, from chanting of mantra and all things. So the mind is supposed to be the fulcrum of all the body as well as the soul. So I found that mind is the point. And for information, I got my training in 2010 in Malaysia about the human attributes. I went there along with the Vedatil Maharishi delegates. They are supposed to be all the spiritual person. At the time, I was not a spiritual person. They saw me. I am not a spiritual person. He's a professor. He only teaches. But they preached something. But when I went there, they're supposed to be the guru. He was there, Dr. Sega. He's supposed to be the master. They used to say Master Sega. And they directly or indirectly, they tested all the people with certain activities and all. And finally, I went there as a student, as a participant, and they turned me as a trainer. So that is a plus point which made me to become a trainer for those people who are all the spiritual persons. That was the strength which made me. I'm not making it a very big claim, but the thing is, I can just reach people whoever they are. That is a strength which I can find out even today. And when we consider this mind surgery, I have told, about the mind, we have very old literature, especially in Tolkappiyam. They have given that as a Meipad. Mei means a body. Pad means it's a behavior. And now we say this as behavioral science. It had been told some thousands of years ago in the Tamil literature that it's a Meipad. They have given that 8 emotions which had been dealt in that. And the Agathir Mamani, he was very clear that he had mentioned many of the mental disorders which are listed down in the World Health Organization. Nearly we have more than 300 mental disorders in the whole world. And if you see all the things, the symptoms will be resembling with what we have. So this is the problem with the psychologist. And another problem is when you say a psychologist that I am a psychologist, no one will come to you. They are very scared and they will go this way and that way. So that is a problem with this psychologist. And even now I face, but anyhow, that is not a problem. Whenever they have a problem, they'll come to us. And we used to say, when you have a mana prachane, a pana prachane, you have anything, you come to us. And even if you don't have any problem, you come to us, we will create a problem and then make you to solve. So that is the strength of the psychological approach. And when you say, even in Tirukkural, there are many verses telling about the Mananalam, that is a mind health with the mind and other things. And when we consider India is a rich land, especially even with the Vedas and other things, they are given different types. In Tamil, they have 44 types of good mind and as well as the 88 types of bad minds. It had been given in Silappadigaram, in Manimehalai, and even Tirukkural, even in Tolkappiyam and all the things. So they are classified minds into different verticals. So that is the classic thing of the Tamil literature. The same word, manam. Manam is common to even Sanskrit and in also in Tamil. So the manam is having different verticals, is a good or bad, and based on the perception or based on the description they give in the literature as such. And basically, all people will know that we have the mind aura. That is aura, the tejas we have. If you are having a strong energy, you can influence people just by looking at them. You can influence people. That is the aura we used to say. It can be within the body, outside the body. It can be to meters, and you can see all the sages, especially we have all the spiritual persons. I don't want to mention people. They will give the blessings based on the aura present over there with the hand. So this is the basic. And the mind aura is the one which can just influence. That's a light halo found on them, which you can make, because every person is an energy person. Because Einstein told that the mind is having energy, that energy will influence, and wherever you are, it can be through the thoughts, it can be through just looking. It can have some influences. And the basic types, especially the characters, the mind aura, we have the three characters. Everybody will be knowing that there is Satvigam, Rajasam, and Tamasam. Satvigam means very polite and spiritual. Then we have Rajasam, which are so that is we have arrogance, and Tamasam means is very dull. These are the characters of mind which have been inscripted in the Indian literatures. And then we have four parts. Four parts of mind. Whenever you talk about, we can say Buddhi, Ahangaram, Manas, and Siddhi. This Buddhi is one, we say that as intellect. And when we say that Ahangaram, ego, Ahangaram, Aham means inside. And we say Manas, Manas is the memory. The memory is found in all whole the body. People used to say Manas is only with the heart and all. This memory is from each cell. So that will come in the later part. And the Siddhi is the pure intelligence. We say we are having a clarity of the thoughts, and that is a pure intelligence when we give. And we have 5 states of mind. When we consider 5 states, the first one will be Shiptam. This is a monkey mind. The people used to say, Manam oru kurangal. The mind is a monkey. It will jump from one branch to another branch. Whether it is having a walk or not, it will jump from one branch to another. That is the Shiptam. And the second one is Muddam. This is very dull. And it will be very static, and we can't find anything that is very aspiring or inspiring on others. And we have the Vishittam. The Vishittam, it is just akin to the butterflies. When you say a butterfly, it will sit on one flower, just it will wriggle out and take the nectar and go to the other one, and go to the other one. So that is, it is having Vishittam. It will just settle in one and then go to the other. That is the one Vishiptam we used to say. And then Ehakram. Eha means one. The whole concentration in the Ehakram, unifocus. That is a basis for meditation. People used to. In my book, especially the mind surgery, I'll come. I won't use the word meditation and other things, because that have been used on a wrong notions. Whenever I talk about the meditation, people will run away. So that is our knowingly or unknowingly, we are doing a meditation, that is the Yahagram. That when you unify your focus, that is the Yahagram, which will make you to enter into the meditation, because no one can pull your hand and put you in the meditation mode. That you travel with your mind. And there is a one which I can tell. I used to study during my college days the Silva Mind Control. That's a book. He had written a series of books, and the beauty was that he learned that is the yoga, especially the meditation and the mudras from India. He went to US. He practiced all the things. When people from Mumbai, they called him from US to teach them meditation. And the Sin Mudra is telling a 3-finger mudra. So you see 3-finger technique. Use a mudra is being termed as a 3-finger technique. So that is the fallacy of our Indian culture, that we don't accept the best thing in the world coming from India, but they see from others, and they just to ape all the activities from others. So I learned that we can't control. There is no need to control mind. We have to travel with the mind. That is the one. We say we have, because we can talk to a mind. The mind will talk to us. The body will talk to us. You say you're having some problem in stomach, so you do this something, some problem you do or you don't do. You talk with your body. You talk with your mind. Then the emotions will be known to you. How I will reciprocate. How I will respond. So these are all the things. No response is also a response, like that. We can learn from the mind. I say that now there's no need to control, because he has written a book that no one can just dispute that. My way of expression is that no need to control, and you can't control also. Because in one day you have 60 to 70,000 thoughts with the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. We can't imagine that even when we are talking, some thousands and thousands will be going the unconscious mind. It will be settling down, which you can't retrieve very immediately as such. And in this case, we can have the last one, that is nilta. That is, you stop thinking. So this is the one people say, you stop thinking for 1 second, for 2 seconds, and 3 seconds. You see, all our Maharishis have given that you can stop. That is a stoppage. That is a niruttam. It is a samadhi. At that point, no one will come and have a cross of all the thoughts. That's a very big stage, and which we have to aspire from now onwards, at least. In the case of Western side, we can have the classification of mind as based on Sigmund Freud. Especially, we have the conscious minds, subconscious minds, and unconscious minds, and all the things, which is based on the iceberg theory. So whenever we talk about the mind, it is related to the brain. People used to tell that brain, even the doctors, medical doctors, some 100 years back, they thought that brain and mind are the same. The conscious level is from the body, but now the conscious level is all over the world, all over the universe. So that is a thing which we have to understand now. I am not refuting any principles. I am taking the principles from the East, especially from India, Tamil Nadu, the principles from the West, and clubbing together to form this mind surgery. So this is the one which I would like to make. Regarding the brain, we have the basic information that you can get from other sources, even in the book also you can come across. And especially people have a notion that we are using only 5 to 10% of the brain as such. We have a 1.4 to 1.6 kg of brain that is based on weight. Even I heard from the former president that we use only 10 to 15% of our brain as such. But the dispute had been put clear that the brain works 100%, especially by David Eagleman. He is a neuroscientist in Stanford University. The live wired, the inside story of ever-changing brain. He had mentioned that both the brain, both hemispheres work together, and all the senses, even when you're sleeping, when the ocular sense blocks out, that is coming out as a dream. Even when you're closing, when you're in the dark, you are getting a colorful dream or a black and white dream. It is having a activity. How you can see during the night, how you can see Eastman color dream, how you can see the black and white dream. It is based on the brain works 100% in total, and it had been proved that is based on the plasticity and the flexibility of the brain. Everybody, every day we have the growth of the brain and utility of the brain, and you can be sure that the future generation, the future kid will be much intelligent than the present one, and they evolve themselves, because the brain is changing, the brain is coming out. And as you all know, we have the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, the old brain and the new brain. The old brain, we have the reptilian brain, where I could see the behavior of the students when we take classes. They resemble the mammals, they resemble the reptilians. And there is a one which made me so curious to learn about the behaviors as such. And even my philosophy research also, I took the students' preference on taking the examinations, especially from a +2 to the graduation level. And everybody will be having a question where the mind is located. And basically when I ask the questions to the students or any other persons who are coming, because I used to talk to different groups, women group or the managers, even IFS officers or even the students, everybody will say that they will put the brain part. I have the mind in the brain part. Some will put on the chest, especially the place where we have the heart as such. And when we just see the Greek term nous, the nous is a mind, which is noosphere. So in the environment, we have the hydrosphere, atmosphere, and lithosphere. Lithosphere is earth, hydrosphere, water, and atmosphere, the universe. That is a Binbeli we used to say. And we have the noosphere all over the universe as such. So the mind is present all over the place. When we see the mind all over the place, we can just see that is the macrocosm. And when we just link that mind with the body, we can say that it is a microcosm. And we say andatil pindam, pindatil andam. So andam means the whole universe. Pindam means the body. So we have the mind in the pindam and we have the mind in the andam. So we have the connections, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, we have the exchange of energy, we have the exchange of rhythm. We give some of the energy to others. That is a basic principle of the healing process, which we come across, especially the Reiki healing, and then acupressure and acupuncture and all the basics. For information, I'm a practitioner. I can practice Varmam, that is a Tamil medicine, and I can practice acupressure or acupuncture, and I know flower medicine, especially by the London Dr. Bach, Edward Bach. He had given some 38 types of flowers. There is the essence of them for making to saturate the mental disorders. You see, he is giving the flower medicine for the mental disorders. So that made me to learn. I have graduated many people in the certificate courses and diploma courses in flower medicine and health counseling. My students are all over Tamil Nadu who had studied flower medicine. And that is basically on psychology. That is basically on mind disorders. And based on the World Health Organization, what are the types of basic disorders, and we have that made me to explore more things down to the people, which will be very useful for them, because 90% of diseases are psychosomatic. So when we are having anything, some headache or some ulcer, it is based on your thought, it is based on your willingness to come out of that. So when you feel that you can come out, then you will get the diseases going out. And when you feel that that you are having that some anxiety, some fear, or that will be crippling down your organs. So that is the basis for making people to understand that all the diseases are mainly based off the mind. So mind should be the medicine. The mind should not be the source of the diseases. So this is the thing which I made with this mind surgery as such. And when we consider, we apply the mind laws, especially the law of attraction, the law of substitution, the law of abundance, especially in the book I have given. So the mind laws, which will be useful for the mind surgery. So when I come back to the mind surgery process, I will just explain what we can do with the law. Many people separately will deal with the law of attraction and the law of substitution. And I'm applying that in the mind surgery as such, the law of abundance. Whatever we think of abundance, it will be coming back, because mind is there's a fulcrum of all activities as such. So my theory of mind surgery comes from the eco. You'll be knowing that ecology, you'll be knowing that economics. The eco word is coming, eco word is coming from eikos, the Greek term, which means the home or a house. So this I have studied in wildlife management. I found that this can be applied in human management as such, and especially the mind management. Whenever you talk about the eco, which is ICO, we can say that it is a combination of biological science. Ecology is the study of the interaction between the species. When you say species, it is a human being. And where do the human being will come together? They'll come to the home. And they will have interaction, that is in the relationship. So the whole unit is supposed to be the family. So one unit is family, that you take a coin, one side is the head and other tail is head. And when we say the head is the family, and in Tamil we say the head and poo. Poo means flower. In English they say head and tail. You see the beauty of Tamil is they give preference to all. The head is in the top, and what is put on the head is the flower. That is the puva talaya. They say they don't say puva vala. They don't say like that. So this is the one we have to take in a positive note, that on the two sides of the coin we have the family, that is the ecology, and the other one is economia. Nomia means the financial management. So one side is the family and the other side is the finance. So anywhere, even for the animals, they have one niche or habitat or range or territory, which will go based on. Elephant will be having more of a territory. They'll be having 100 kilometers one range, whereas the mole will be in a small place. So the territory will be different. And the home, they have interaction. The interaction with these, let us take elephant. The elephant is just like a social animal, because as a mammal, they have a hierarchy. The mother will train the kids, and the relatives, they'll be in a herd, that is the pack. They'll be in a group, 8 to 10. You will have males, females of a different relationship. Just aunties and uncles or something like that. They will train the small kids whether you have to pass this. So the migratory route is being trained by the elder ones. The same way, that's a family. When you say the economics, they have to go and search for the food. They have to travel. The food is supposed to be the money. They have to go. They can't have the money just to purchase one tree and then swallow it. They have to travel. Whereas in the case of human being, they come together in a home. A house will become a home. We have people over there, and they have the interaction. That is the ecology. And for living together, they need some food. For some food, they need to work. For that work, they'll get some money. From that money, they go and buy food. So this is the economics. One side is the family, and the other side is the economics. So ecologia and economia. So this is the basic principle of my thesis for this mind surgery. When you are very strong with the mind, you can have a family relationship to the highest level. When you have the mind, you can earn money for your benefit. And for the family and the finance, the basic things is the happiness. And this is a book which I have released. The mind surgery. It will be in the reverse mirror, I think. Mind surgery. So this is a book. And in that, we can find out that the family and the finance, just is the takeaway of my deliberation is only a coin, which is having a family and the finance. So all people will have the problem with the family and finance only, not more than that. You can bring in all the problems in the financial output. We can bring all the problems in the family output. Only two problems. Mana prachana, pana prachana. And the panam is the financial problem. Mana prachana is the individual problem and the family problem. When you are not happy, you are responsible. When you have another person for your unhappiness, then the family interrelationship will be spoiled. So that is the one which I have given that as my thesis of making this mind surgery assay. So the basis of all the things is the happiness. That is the one which I've given you. You do mind surgery for the happiness. The people will say, I'm working to get money, and after getting money, I'll buy all these things and I'll become happy. Whereas all people have, the happiness is the eco status. That is the ecologia and economia. So everybody will say the mind status, but now I say it is the eco status, because ecology impacts you. Inner ecology as well, and outer ecology also impacts you. That is the thing. Now we can say that happiness is eco status. You can be happy with you, but externally you are being disturbed. How you can be happy? So that is the eco status rather than the mind status, because the mind is not only with you, it is with the ecology as well. And we are applying two aspects. One is based on the science and another one is based on the non-science. The science is the cause and effect. The non-science is effect and the cause. So this is the basis of my application of mind surgery. So the belief is the reverse science, because all the scientists will say we have to have a belief which can't be proved as such. So that takes the name of a religion. Whereas we have the religion on the negative side also, because the belief is a normal belief, and the other one on the Muda Nambika we used to say, which is non-normal. So that's the one. When we just apply the psychological impact, we use the word act. That is the belief we are having. You act, that become a fact. ACT is equal to fact. So that is a non-science. That is a belief. That is supposed to be the religion. So this is the basis of this mind surgery as such. We can take that one part is science, the cause and effect. That's the basis. The other part is effect and the cause. You just think of the effect, what you want to become, you will become. So that is the basis of effect as well as the cause as well. And based on my scrutiny of the books, especially we used to have The Power of Subconscious by Joseph Murphy. That been very a very good book for the mind and the subconscious, understanding the subconscious mind. And also, I have found that some basic between the link of Rhonda Byrne, who had given the book Secret. In that also, she had borrowed the same principles what had been done with the Power of Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And he used to have Matthew in the Bible. Joseph Murphy is used many of the principles from the Bible. So that is the one I could understand. And in the case of Rhonda Byrne, who had given a book on Secret, she had used the same thing in a different version, especially Matthew 21:22. And all things whatsoever you shall ask is in prayer, believing you shall receive. So the key words are you ask, you believe, you receive. So this is the one that she has given the secret of success. So I have taken this because we have to accept the things which is applicable. So let us not find fault who is taking this, because I also borrowed many things from other books as well. But the thing is, the same, there's a link is coming down. I can also now say, I have borrowed from Joseph Murphy, and he had borrowed from Bible. And we have the same equation with the Swami Vivekananda. Whatever you think, that you will become. So this is the same version of that Matthew 21 and 22. And we can find out which is earlier and which is on the later stage. Then never go into that. That is the timeline of that version and all. So now we'll come to the medical term. That is a medical surgery. The people will be talking about the surgery, which means literally it is a Latin word which is a raise or rise. Just as the waves rise over the sea, that is rising. And it is very suitable to Tamil, especially. It is a way of cleansing, purifying. So that is the one which you can say in this. And we have in the surgery, which is a medical term nowadays, people we have to take in that parlance. It is invasive and non-invasive surgery, we can say. We can say there is a cutting, abrading, suturing. All these are the medical surgery aspects. Whereas we have a laser surgery and robotic surgery, and we have a plastic surgery and all the different versions of surgery. And you can find out that even a mere MBBS graduate can't do surgery. Even a person with the master's degree only with the surgery, master of surgery, especially allowed by Medical Council of India, can do surgery based on the organs or based on the utility, whatever may be the case. Only the MS, the doctors with the MS can do the mind, especially the organ surgery, medical surgery. No one can do it. Whereas in the case of my mind surgery, anybody can do it who is have a mind, because the mind is not an organ; it's a phenomenon. We can't bring mind into the medical term. So this is the strength. As you all know, I did my BL from a government law college and ML from a Madras University. At present, I'm a lawyer. I applied this mind surgery for a trademark. I waited for 2 years, then only I released my book having the same term, and you'll be seeing that the registered trademark over there. So I went to Chennai and found that a defense counsel should be appointed. Then I thought, I am a lawyer, why I should go and beg other people? I attended the defense counsel time and defended. I gave all explanation. Initially, they didn't understand. They told it's a generic term that you can't have that. But slowly, I gave water doctor. You are given a trademark. Water doctor, you have just apparatus. Water doctor, vet doctor, plant doctor. So why can't be mind doctor? They gave mind doctor as well as mind surgery. So I linked both. A psychiatry is different, a mind is different. Whereas in this case, we can't say it is a medical term, because the literal meaning is entirely different. And I have the Tamil medicine, especially in Siddha medicine, the Agathiyar Muni is the foremost mind surgeon. So I can be the contemporary mind surgeon as such. Because I borrowed Manamadi Semmai, and the Semmai is a surgery. Semmai means you upgrade, you surge, you bring in, cleanse, you purify. So that is a word of a surgery. So you purify the mind by a protocol, this surgery. So this is a mind surgery. Kriya is a protocol. Kriya means any activity which is involved in any of the process. That is a Kriya or protocol. We say biotechnology protocol, that is a tissue culture protocol and all. And we have the protocol of security for a CM, PM and all. Likewise, we have a protocol for mind surgery, that is a Kriya, and we say MSK. And when we come to the mind surgery, okay, now we'll talk about the mind surgery, which is the main topic. We have the two epithets, especially the mind as well as surgery. We have a prima facie distinctive word trademark. We have got the trademark, and it is based on certain Western inputs as well as the Tamil based inputs. Especially Dr. Maxwell Maltz, he was a plastic surgeon. In his book Psycho-Cybernetics, he suggested the surgery of thoughts. That is, whenever he had clients who wanted to have plastic surgery, for example, when one marketing person, he came for a plastic surgery, he claimed that my nose is so big, people are mocking at me. I could not do by marketing. So he told that let us have a surgery, plastic surgery, and reduce the size of the nose. Whereas in the case of Dr. Maxwell, he thought that nothing is abnormal. And then he gave certain affirmations, and that is, he suggested surgery of thoughts just to take as such. And he had given a scalpel like a tool. You forgive all the people who are harming you, something like that. He had some affirmations to have the self-image improved. And after 3 months, the same person he came, I had a very good marketing results, and it is roaring. You can see without the plastic surgery, with the surgery of thoughts and the surgery of the mind, he had given a result. Whereas in the case of others, they will say just you have the plastic surgery of your nose and you'll be all right. Whereas he had touched as a psychologist, he came to know that the psychology will be helping. And another one, we can find that Edward Bach, who had given the flower medicine, especially the essence of the imprint of the flowers, which are present in England itself. Whereas it is when we just to see that we have more knowledge about the herbal medicine, especially the flowers, the application of flowers. Starting from the birth to the death, we apply flowers. So that is the culture. That's the basics of the Tamil culture, starting with the flowers. And in the Indian culture, we can say, because I don't know other cultures as such. So the application of the flower is based on the mind and based on the zoological part, and especially the ecological way. We have the classification of land, and the land will have influence on the people, and the people will be influenced by the flowers present over there, by the plants present over there, by the trees and the animals and whatever may be the case. So this is the basis. We can apply the mind to change the external environment, and we can remove whatever we have on the negative side. So this is the one. And for information, I have got training in Vedati Maharishi meditation thing, and then art of living, Guruji, Ravi Shankarji, and Vipassanas. That's a very hardcore meditation. I've attended that so that I could compare what are the things being followed in different sect of meditation. When we find this meditation, the Vipassana meditation is so hard. It will be very difficult to follow. And I had a great experience to compare what is what with the mind. I'm not a person to go and study about the meditation, but how we can use certain small clue I got. S.R. Goenka, he had given, which is a Buddhist meditation, the operation of mind. You see, the term is coming over here. In the case of Maxwell Maltz, he gave a surgery of thoughts. Whereas in the case of S.R. Goenka, he gave the operation of mind. Whereas in the case of Agatya gave me Manamad Semmai, that is, you do some surgery. So, your mind surgery is a term followed of Manamad Semmayanar. So, I'm so confident, even if you have any other disputes, the basic principle is the Tamil version of Agatya verses. So, that is the basis which we can go further. So, the precursor to this mind surgery is the Agatya verses, Manamad Semmayanar Mandiram Sabikka Vendam. That is, you can just, if you click Google, you find the whole verses. If the mind is clenched, no need to chant mantra. So that is the basis. No need to chant mantra. If your mind is clenched, no need to raise the breath. That is a deep breathing, because breathe is life. Breathe is life. And if the mind is clenched, no need to stop prana. So the prana is the life force, which is the Vasi Yogam, which is given different notions, because everybody is having an interpretation of certain terms. But I take that as a life force. We have the prana, where the breath will become a life form. So cleansing of the mind will change the breath will change the character will change the DNA, which is proved by Bruce Lipton. He has given in his book the science of belief, that the breath can change the mind can change the character can change the DNA. So this is the basic thing we can apply in parenting. So the basic science can be utilized in parenting. But when you think of your child, that he'll be good and he'll be in this line, and you are so curious that he'll be in that way, that influence of your thought will make your child to be in the right direction. So we can apply, this is a science. The belief is that you believe that your child is good and they'll be traveling in the right path. And we have the suspicion whether he is going in the right way, whether he is a believable person. When he have that, he is changed. So this is a direct link of the parenting. I have a different term of placebo parenting, which will come. And the basis. Yes. This placebo is a word which I was using in my book as a mind surgery is a placebo surgery. So this is also based on experiment by medical doctors. Dr. Bruce Moseley, he had the placebo surgery for the osteoarthritis people. He selected 180 people, and one group he had the actual lavage as well as debridement of the cartilage by incision of by arthroscopy. In other case, he had a small incision, and he made people believe that they had undergone a process of the surgery. And to the astonishment, you can come to know that The people who are not undergone the surgery, they are having a very good life without any problem when compared to the people who had undergone the regular surgery. So the government found that instead of doing the surgery, having this placebo surgery, we can save money, etc. So the mind is playing over here. So they have made that the surgery is a placebo, and the flower medicine by Dr. Bach is also placebo medicine. And even it is being applied in many areas, especially a doctor. When you go and ask, I'm having this ailment and that, he will have a small pill which is having is a dummy, it's a placebo, and you feel that you've recovered, and that is a thing. And this has been done with the many experiments as such, and it is believed that the placebo effect is having an influence on the mind to believe that nothing is happening to you, or your ailment has gone. So this is the basis of my mind surgery as a placebo surgery. And when the case, mind is a great healer. There is a one on the Hippocrates. He had given the term as a mind, and the same thing is being dealt in the Siddha medicine. Mind is medicine. So my way of dealing thing is, we can make your mind, and you can delete all your negative things and all your psychosomatic illnesses through mind. But that mind medicine is supported with the food. Even in this also, food is medicine. You can have vegetables as a medicine. You can have flour as a medicine. You can have a thought as a medicine. So it is a combination. It is not only of mind. It is a process, because you can't only survive only with the mind. You should have a food. That food can be a vegetable that become a vegetable medicine. The fruit can be a medicine. The flour can be a medicine. So this is a basis which we can take. The body, mind, and the interrelationship is basics of the mind. So I have taken the physical, mental, emotion. I have taken, that is three sets. The physical is one part, the mental is one part, and the emotion is the one part, and the area where we have the PME, that's a basic instinct. The intuition which work only based on the balance of the physical, mental, and emotion. So the mind takes the body support, the mind influences the emotion also influences the mind and the body. So I have taken the mind to work with the mind surgery create, that is MSK. MSK is a create, and the same thing you can have the surgery. Whenever you go for a surgery, you go for a diagnosis, they'll have the preliminary diagnosis of all the things. They'll have a BP, sugar, ECG, echocardiogram, and all the things before. They will shave all the whole body and make you clean that you are fit for the surgery. That is pre-operative. The same way we have the operative phase and we have the post-operative. The same way in the mind surgery, we have the pre-operative, operative, and the post-operative. So now we'll just see the pre-operative. Everybody will be knowing that the self-hypnosis. And I very limitedly use this dehypnotize, that is dehypnosis, and rehypnosis. That is, we have a blackboard. We have written all the words. At one time it is needed. At the other time it is not needed. So you erase the words which is clean now. The same technique, the same parallel way of giving us an evidence we can take. There is an anesthetic period. We dehypnotize. So knowingly or unknowingly, right from a childhood, we have been impregnated with the negative beliefs. You can't do this. You are fit for this only. You can't do. You are fit for that. Your friends will tell. You are not fit for that. So this will be impregnated in the mind, and you feel that you are not fit for anything. So that can be taken out through the mind surgery protocol they create. That is a dehypnotize. So I will just have a demo, because this being one which can be seen again and again. I told you earlier that the energy, a person, everybody is having energy. Just you take up your arm, fingers, just you wriggle out you can wriggle out as if it is stung by a scorpion. You have to wriggle out. When you wriggle out, you will see your palm will become just like a pad. It is surrounded by some energy. You can see that. You can see that. If you wriggle out this, you will see an energy ball around your arms. Can you see that? And just when you bring closer, you can feel that the energy ball is, when you come closer, it is repulsing. When you go out, it is dependent on a person's energy. I can feel, even without wriggling, I can feel that. And if you wriggle out, which means that you are having the negative and positive, you can find out that, so this is, something is inside. And when you touch, and you can see nothing is there. So it is being muted out. So the energy, this is to understand that you are an energy person. The energy is there. It is being linked to the universe. So your microcosm and the macrocosm is being linked. In this case, I told you it is anesthetic period and it has to be dehypnotized. So you have to imagine that you are cleansed with a mudra. So this is a Mugala mudra, Ganesha mudra. This is a Mugala mudra. That is, every finger is having elements, water, air. Let us not go in depth. So this is one. Under the thumb, you have all the four. So this is a Mugala mudra, Ganesha mudra. And you imagine, you take up your arm like this with the elbow. You imagine you are standing over here. Everybody can imagine. And you are facing yourself. You are facing yourself. And right from the top of your head, from the forehead, we have just, you erase, as if you are erasing the board, the blackboard. You imagine that you are standing before you. It is possible to imagine. Just to erase very slowly. Don't go fastly. From the forehead, the face, the neck, we have your shoulders, chest, abdomen, your hip, your thighs, knees, and your leg bottom. So this is the front side you have cleansed, which means that, so this is just like an electrical node. You are connecting all the 5 elements here. It is just like a node. Even the other way of using this Mugala mudra is whenever you have a headache, you just have this, and you can have, if you have a headache, if you put, the energy is being passed out, and you will realize that it is the headache is gone. If you have some just a neck pain or a shoulder pain or stomach pain, wherever you have a pain, so this Mugala mudra will help you, because it is bringing all the energy, the 5 elements together, and it is passed to that. Because earlier, you know that you are being influenced by the energy. So let us come back. With the front, you are done. Now imagine that you are on the back side. It is still on the back side. This is the back side of you. And from the head, then shoulders, the back side, hip, the knee part, and the leg. So the front side and the back side you have cleansed, which means that you have erased the negative. Whatever it had been implanted in you, it had been taken away. You are now 50% clear. Now you have the right side of your body. You see, this is the front side, this is the back side, this is the right side of your body. And again, you have that right from the head, means it will come like this on the side. When we have the symmetric part, or one half and the other half, the horizontal part you can have. And then you start from your head, ears, shoulders, down to your hip, down to your toes, something like that. And now you take your left side. So this is the one you take. So this is the one which you are erasing the negative imprints which had been right from your childhood. So this is a belief. You have energy, you have a cleansing mechanism. This is the one which will take off all the negative one. So here we have the mind loss. That is, you are having the law of substitution. I have a fear. The fear is taken out. And then I'll be adding what? The courage. then that is impregnation, then it is a re-hypnotization. So likewise, we have answers for all the problems. It can be anything. It can be family problem, it can be official problem, or financial problem, whatever may be the case. The relationship will come in the interrelationship and intra-relationship. That's all. It will be expanded. When you come with the family, that is inter. Intra means that is intra. Inter means the public, with the other family, with the other organization, like that. The same thing can be expanded. The financial problem for one can be taken out with the society, with the community, with the whole country, and other things. So now we are very clear that we can erase the negative imprints by having this Mugala Mutra. These are the signs which this is a science which we believe that is a non-science. So this is the basis of the pre-operative session. And another one I have added because I am a Varma practitioner, but I can help people to understand that it's a sound therapy. We have the chakras, the energy points of the places of the whole body, starting from Sahasrara, and we have Akna, we have Vishuddhi, Anagadam, and then Manipuragam, Swadhisthana, and we have Mooladhara. So these are the 7 chakras. That's the energy point. We'll talk as an energy point. So the Volivarma means sound therapy based on the sound of the alphabets of Tamil. The Tamil is having a way, even in any other languages, which is equivalent, you can tell. Because what is known to me, I am telling that. It is not that I am not taking some others alphabet or some. Because it has been even any alphabet we have, that is the life. The beauty of this is life, that is a mind, and we have the body. Uyir May. So it is a combination. There is a whole language is brought out. So the power of the words, especially from the Sahasrara, from the top, we can say pineal. The pineal glands, it can be influenced. So what is a letter? What is the alphabet? You can have the low pitch as well as high pitch. It will be very useful for the school students. We can easily make them to get rid of all the ailments because of that Sahasrara, pineal glands. By the way of, we can say E, that is a E. You say from the basis, E, and we can go to the high pitch, E, to the maximum breath we can go. And you follow this. I will go with the low pitch because it is not the way of demonstration. At least you understand that we can have the low pitch and then high pitch. And then we have the Akna. So this is the place where even by closing your eyes, if you concentrate on this point, you can feel that something is bulging out. So there is a way where we have this Akna. There is the one. So the pituitary glands will be activated when you say Ye. That is the alphabet Ye. Ye. That is Ye. And it's better that you close your eyes. Ye. And you have to concentrate with this Akna. The A will become here, and you can feel that it is bulging. Because of experience, anybody can feel. Those who are in meditation or whatever be the case, when you just to say this, you can feel something is grinding over here. So you can feel something is coming. So there is Akna. And then Vishuddhi, thyroid. In this, we say I. So this is the low bass, and we can have the upper pitch. Because it can be a playful one when you just to teach the students, school students. I'm going to take this to the school level, the college level, and the public level. So in future, especially after March, I'll be taking this in a very big way. And then we have the Anakadam. That's a chest part where we can say there is a thymus, and here we can have the So like that, we can extend based on the breath. The next one is Manipuraga, the pancreatic glands. We can find out. That is O. We have to just visualize that place. O. And next one, below the navel part, we have a Swadhisthana. And that, the letter is O. The O. And the last one is Mooladharam. So these are the gonads where we have, if you have any problem with the reproductive organs, the Ak is the special word in Tamil, Ak. There's 3 spots will be there. So this is Ashwini Mudra. Just when you squeeze the place very near your gonad, especially your organ, sexual organs as well as anus, that's a place where we have the Mooladhara. So whenever, just to hold that hak, ak, ak. So when you're saying a hak, we have to just hold that Mooladhara place, and you'll find the heatness coming out. You'll feel the heat coming out. That is a warmthness. So which means that it is being activated. So when you have a reproductive problem, when you do this, this is the sound or sound therapy based on the Tamil medicine, and this is the pre-operative. And what is that in the operative one? That is a mindless. That is you replace. We have deleted all the negative imprints. We have to replace that with the thing you wanted, and it can be money, it can be anything, health, it can be happiness, it can be anything you wanted. You just put based on the affirmations. It can be any affirmation. So I have made the application of ask, believe, are. So when you want a success, you ask whatever you want. And whatever I have been thinking right from the childhood, it is coming up in different versions. That's all. I wanted to start a school at my native place. I had a land. My brother didn't give that. He changed the title to his wife's names and he sold out. But now I have my community college at my own place at the farmhouse. Though the area is very small, but I have the community college. You see, I thought of having a school. It didn't happen. But it is coming in a different version. So don't think that if at all you want this, that will happen based on your perception. What is deserved for you? The people can't become all. What is deserved for you? Because the universe had decided that he is not fit for the school at that time, but now is fit for a community college, which he can take to the whole world. Whereas the school can't be taken as a thing to the world level. Whereas this concept, the Mind Surgery International, through the community college, will be taken to all the world from a remote village. So it is being paid after some time when you think of what you want. So this is the phase: you ask, you believe, and you receive. So in the reverse science, you go, you believe that you have received, and then you totally, it will be asking. Somebody will come and help you. Without asking, it will come. And so this is a reverse psychology, or even the reverse science you can take. So this is the operation. So the operation is over. Then we have the post-operative sessions. Especially we have breathing. I told earlier also, the breathing is life. The breathing can change. Even Bruce, mostly he had given that in the breathing is life. Breathing will change your mind. Mind will change your character. Character will change your DNA. If you want to change your DNA, you can go for just breathing. We have different types of breathing. We'll have on some other references. I have taken the Sudimuni Muchi. That is the breathing is between this nostril box, between 1 centimeter breathe. You breathe, and the whole cycle will go within this box, nostril box, just like this. I'm not having a deep breath. It's not going inside, and it's not. But I am breathing. So this is a phase when a man is going to die. They say this in male. A person on the deathbed will breathe like that. People will say he'll become no more, but we should not be using that for that end. But here it is a recycling within that. We can have that breathing will change. We can imagine that you can breathe through this agna. The same breathing, you can imagine it is coming through the Agna. It is coming in and going. So this is the way the breathing is so powerful. I have made that the Surimani Muchi is so powerful that which will shorten all your exercises and make you to feel that you get all the things in life. And then this is an optional. It is just a post-operative. It is just like giving some fruits. When a person is operated, you give fruits to them, you give small drinks, something like that, some supportive one. I've taken that as a gap. Doing all the thing operative, that is a pre-operative and post-operative, you have done it, and simply said that you just be grateful to people. There is a gratitude gap. You say that you are grateful to all the people, starting from your parents, starting from your friends, and starting from your God and whoever who had helped. And for your information, the people who are not known to me had helped me a lot. So I should be very grateful to them. So I should thank. I am grateful to all the people known or unknown. I am grateful. G is over. And then I would have hurt many people knowingly or unknowingly. I apologize. And we have a different story. When you come for a training, it will be a different story because I'm shorting all the activities. So first one, G, you feel grateful to all the people, end to end. And then you just apologize. You ask apology. I'm knowing, because I have done it, knowingly or unknowingly, you would have hurt people. And the people will be hurt when you don't even wish them. So that is the one. And their thinking will just influence us. You see, the man is going without wishing me. He's not smiling at me. But we have some other work, and we'll be thinking in other dimension be going on. So knowingly, unknowingly, you ask the apology. And the F is gap. F is you forgive people. Right from the childhood, from collegehood, from professional, many people would have done harm to you. You forgive that. You take that. You forgive people. You be grateful to the people who had helped you. You ask apology, whether you have done it or not. It's a blanket apology, knowingly or unknowingly. And then you just to forgive people. Just okay, go away. I've forgotten that. Forgive. So GAF is the one which is just to give the soothing effect after the surgery. People will be laid over the bed and they'll be asked, don't think anything, and just you take relax. When you do this, and once you complete the mind surgery, you feel relaxed, and it is a one-stop solution for all the answers. The panacea. It can be for happiness, it can be for money, it can be for success, placebo parenting. Anything in the whole world can be done by this mind surgery, and it is a one-stop for all problems. You'll have this is the panacea for all the mind problems, because mind is medicine, food is medicine, and based on the input given by the International Fab Talks, I should apply that. I should be grateful for the International Fab Talk for giving me this opportunity, and I should apologize for those people who are hearing this. Had I offended you, I apologize. And those people who are not known to me, if at all you have done anything to me, I forgive. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Excellent, sir. That was a wonderful session. I mean, very impressive. For the first time, I've heard all of this, which you shared a lot. And with regard to flower medicine, you've shared, and forest science, you've shared many new things which I did not know. I was just making notes side by side as you were sharing, like, reptilian brain you shared, flower medicine, mind is medicine.
You send me the address. I will just post this book. You can go through.
Yes, perfect. So I really like this. So now, if at all other people want to buy this book, how do they connect?
Yeah, you just to give because we tried with the Amazon. They ask all sorts of questions. We could not fit into that. So we are trying for the Flipkart. If you just send a message to this phone number, we can give the courier, and you can pay through GPay, something like that. Let us simplify. Why should we go through Amazon, this and that? I have a address. You send money, I post it. That's all.
Yes, that's really very nice. And I'm sure people will gain a lot of knowledge with what you've shared, because it's quite rare to get this. You've been doing a lot of research and putting all that into that beautiful book. I would love all of you to really get that book and read it. It is really interesting. As you said, pre-surgery and post-surgery and all of that, you focused on all of that, pre-operative session, post-operative session with regard to the mind. And you've given us so many other sessions. What I would love, yes, sir, please go ahead.
And I apologize to all the medical doctors. And I given some terms which is very pertinent to them, but it is all in the game, because I have found many medical doctors, they are talking about the herbal medicine. You take lemon, you take ginger and all these things, basic things of mudras and all. So in the reverse way, I have taken this opportunity.
Excellent, excellent. I really like the way you put all of that with regard to the breathing techniques also you shared with us. And you asked us to ask the universe, believe, and you will receive it. You focused on that. Sound therapy, you focused, and many, many things. So it's really awesome. For me, it was a very surprising session. Personally, it was an excellent session, and I would love many of you also do us one small favor, dear friends. Please share this video with many people such that they too could benefit. There are several people like me who would be interested with Sir's knowledge and wisdom that he has gained through all of these years with lots of courses that he has
I do have a YouTube channel. I'll be putting this in my channel also.
Yes, sir.
Possibly if you give the permission.
Yes, sir. So that's really very nice, dear friends. We'll just share this video with one and all so that everyone get a chance to understand the work that the mind does and how you could control your mind. It is within your reach to overcome all the challenges. Thank you very much, sir. Looking forward to many more interactions with you. It was really a wonderful session, an empowering one.
Thank you, Ma'am Crystal, for your crystalline talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. We look forward to many more interactions with you. And I would love to know more about flower medicine and
flower medicine and
so
placebo parenting. We'll have some, we have many topics. That is not a big issue. And from March onwards, I'll be having online classes of this mind surgery. I'm planning to, because I have contacts all over the world, some centers of the Mind Surgery International. And for information, the international center will be in a remote village of Mind Mudalipatti, Varatnadu Taluk, and Tanjavur district, and Tamil Nadu, India.
That's wonderful, sir. It's really wonderful.
I'm going back to the basic. I'm going back to the basic of my village. There I have the farm house. Yeah, I'll invite all the people who are willing to come my place. I will host you, and then I will have a nice time over there. Thank you very much.
That's really very nice, sir. You're very humble and a very nice person, a great humanitarian who's doing so much, not only for your personal satisfaction, but you're doing it for the entire race, the human race. That yes, they should also benefit and understand how the mind works, how to live a beautiful life. And if the mind is in control, like as you mentioned, mind is medicine, everything is fine around you. God bless you.
I think after Agathir, I am the contemporary mind surgeon.
Very true, very true, very true.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. God bless. Stay safe. Stay connected. We look forward to many more interactions. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My dear friends, with this, we come to an end to the International Fab Talks for today. I had a wonderful time with sir, a learning experience. And when you learn something new, when you get to learn something new, their magic lies. Because what you don't know and you get to know, that's what is the real feeling that we feel on the International Fab Talks. Please do share this video with one and all. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment as well. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay happy, and be in control of your mind. God bless. And friends, before I end, if you'd like to have this beautiful book, Mind Surgery, written by our special celebrity and guest, Dr. Shiva, you could connect with sir. We will share his number in the description box. You could really take it from there, and you could order one for yourself and enjoy reading. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Best wishes for all your endeavors. Bright future for your international Fab Talks. Thank you very much for your courtesy, for just making or even inviting me to your a grand international Fab Talk YouTube. Wish the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And we wish you the same. Lots of success in all your thoughts, all your views, and all the work that you have done till date, and we would love to have a happy future with one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.